Alright guys, we have the brake shield on with the hub. The 3 bolts back here are torqued down to 130 foot-pounds. We have our ABS sensor wire just hanging out here for now. Eventually we will run it to the knuckle up to the connector here, but right now we're going to move on to the rotors and the brakes. You can see here I have a set of rotors for the front by BREMBO. There's the part number right there. And here is the rotor. It even has etching in it and says BREMBO right there. And it is coated on these surfaces right here. It almost looks painted, but it has a very durable coating, and then the fins on the rotor as well. So I'd say this is a very good rotor. This is actually on Rock Auto the most expensive one there is. And there you go, BREMBO rotors for this. So before I mount this rotor right here, I do want to put some anti-seize on the hub because I do not want these rusting to the hubs like my original ones were. So I'm going to get some anti-seize and lightly coat the hub surface all around here. Anti-seize is on. Now it is time to spray the rotor front and back with some brake clean. Looks great. Alright guys, I have the rotor on with the anti-seize on the hub. I just put on the caliper bracket here, and here are the bolts right here and here, and these get torqued down to, on the HD model, 250 foot-pounds. So there you go. I'm going to get out my huge 3/4 inch torque wrench and torque those down to 250 foot-pounds. $250 foot-pounds. Got my premium ceramic BREMBO brake pads to go with my BREMBO rotors. New hardware, of course. And wow, look at these pads. That's the good stuff, boys. BREMBO brake pads. Go ahead and install this new hardware onto the caliper bracket. Alright guys, I have the hardware all lubed up. This is what I'm using. Permatex Ceramic Extreme Brake Parts Lubricant. Find that works well. I lubed up the hardware and then just the very tips of the brake pads so far, so that's how it's looking. I do not have the rotor locks on this rotor. Looking back, I wish I would have ordered them, but I'm just going to have to do without. I am running the stock wheels, so I still can run those, but fortunately I don't have any of those in stock right now, so that's what I'm having to deal with. Next, I'm about ready to mount my caliper here. I think I will put a little bit of lubricant on the insides right here, just a little bit, and maybe even some on the actual pistons, just very, very light coats before I actually put the caliper back on. Woo! These calipers and new brakes are looking good. One thing I did forget to do is put these rubber boots back in through here. I did clean mine out very thoroughly, and you know, obviously I cleaned the slide pins. So with these, I do not use this lubricant. I do not use this. What you want to use with your slide pins is a silicone lubricant. This is what I use. This is Seal Glide. So I'm going to put a light amount in this boot, and then I'll put a light amount on the slide pin before I put it through the caliper. So just a light bit of this lubricating compound, silicone, for the slide pins. Alright guys, I have the slide pins all lubed up with my silicone grease. So glide, get some. And then these two bolts that hold in the slide pin on the front, they get torqued down to 24 foot-pounds, and on the rear it is 11 foot-pounds. So I have my torque wrench. Let's go ahead and torque them down. 24 foot-pounds. And that's that. There you have it. The brakes are all nice and secure. Man, that looks good. New hub, new rotor, freshly painted brake calipers, do brake caliper hardware. Everything is lubed nicely. BREMBO rotors and BREMBO pads. Man, this is looking great. Nice.